Good afternoon. It is exactly 12 p.m. on this 12th day of June 2025. Thank you for keeping it TAS TV. You are just in time for news updates with I, Vinic Mokeira. Calls for justice are mounting in the wake of the alleged killing of blogger Albert Ojwang at Central Police Station. Members of Parliament and senators are now demanding the immediate resignation of Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat, along with his arrest, as pressure intensifies on police leadership. Gregory Ombati with more details. The government's pathologist, Dr. Bernard Midia, has revealed shocking details after conducting an autopsy on Ojwang's body. Contrary to earlier police reports that suggested he had hit his head against a wall, the autopsy findings tell a different story. Dr. Midia confirmed that the injuries were not self-inflicted. Instead, they were consistent with an assault. Our reporter, Akot Mercy, has more. The Council of Governors demands urgent action over blogger Albert Ojwang's suspicious death in police custody. Chair Ahmed Abdullahi condemns law enforcement failure. IPOA is investigating as governors call for justice, transparency, and swift accountability to uncover the truth. Janet Lanoy with more details. President William Ruto has officially appointed Erastus Edung as the new chairperson of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, or IEBC. This appointment is for a 6-year term as outlined in the special gazette notice issued on June 10th. Alongside Edung, the president also named 6 new commissioners to the electoral body. They are expected to help oversee key preparations ahead of the 2027 general elections. The IEBC has been operating without a chairperson and commissioners since early 2023, following the exit of former chairman Wafula Chebukati and his team. This new team is expected to restore full operations at the commission and ensure readiness for the next election cycle. Despite ongoing legal challenges, the government has moved forward with these appointments, citing need for electoral stability. Calvin Ochieng with more. As the dust settles on today's tabling of 2025-2026 national budget, attention now shifts to Parliament and the tough road ahead for Treasury Cabinet Secretary with a record of cash 4.2 trillion proposal on the table. What happens next could shape the country's economic path for the next 12 months. The budget now enters the review stage, starting with intensive debates at the National Assembly. Lawmakers will also grill Treasury officials on proposed new taxes and spending cuts. Among the hot-button issues, a controversial fuel levy increase and a proposed digital service tax hike that could hit the gig economy. Meanwhile, county governments are pushing for higher equitable share allocations, arguing that devolution is still underfunded. The challenge isn't just about how much we're spending, it's whether we're spending wisely. Fiscal discipline will be critical. Joy Muremi has more on this story. With that, we are taking a short break. Stay tuned, more is coming up after this. Welcome back. Glad you are still with us. Moving on, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua introduced a new phrase during a political tour in Ukambani. The phrase went viral on social media with Kenyans adopting it in memes, posts, and captions. Justin Sifa followed up on this story. A standoff erupted in the Machakos County Assembly after MCAs rejected a letter from the Wiper Party seeking to change the Assembly's leadership. Majority side MCAs disrupted the session, forcing the Speaker to adjourn and leave the chamber. The incident is part of a broader crisis that has paralyzed Assembly operations for nearly 3 months, delaying critical business such as budget discussions. The Senate has since intervened, summoning both sides to mediate the impasse. If the disruption persists, the Speaker may suspend sittings indefinitely under Standing Down Order 108, raising concerns over legislative and budgetary gridlock in county government. Derek Kamuli has more details. A British soldier stationed at the British Army Training Unit in Nakuru, Kenya, has been arrested over allegations of raping a local woman at a bar. The UK's Defence Serious Crime Unit is leading the investigation, working with Kenyan authorities. This incident has sparked new outrage, drawing comparison to the 2012 case of Agnes Wanjiru, a Kenyan woman whose death, linked to a British soldier, remains unresolved. Human rights groups are calling for transparency and accountability, warning that repeated cases like this are eroding public trust and foreign military presence in Kenya. Investigations are ongoing. Emmanuel Otieno has more details. That concludes our news this hour. I am Vinic Mokeira. Enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.